All right, folks, welcome back to the podcast. And now we are talking about ROH on Destination America.
What's ROH?
ROH.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ring of Honor on Destination America, which little shocking to every wrestling fan out there and a little shocking to everyone a part of TNA because on Twitter pops up this graphic from Destination America saying Ring of Honor is coming to Destination America, and everyone in TNA went, good for... Wait a minute, that's our network. And apparently there has been no communication. There was no communication that Destination America was talking to Ring of Honor. And that they were going to put Ring of Honor before Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, didn't tell them.
Did not tell them whatsoever. The way they are spinning it is, Destination America is, we want to be the mecca of wrestling. We want you fans to turn on Wednesday and get the two best professional wrestling platforms out there in Ring of Honor and TNA. But the other rumor is
the two best.
Well,
okay, I'm just checking.
When you can't get number one, you look at the other ones and go, "Oh, that's the best."
Yep.
The thing is, the big rumor, like weeks prior to this, was that Destination America canceled Impact Wrestling. That they had an out clause that said if it cost too much money, if they didn't get the ratings that Destination America thought was worthwhile to them, then they could opt out of their contract. And a lot of wrestling sites released information saying that they have been, in fact, canceled, and that at the end of September, that Impact on Destination America is done. So is
that due to? I mean, is that rumor because of Ring of Honor coming there, or is that they're saying it's? You know what I'm saying? Is it a makeup thing because? Well, they brought Ring of Honor, so that must mean it's...
Well, the whole TNA being canceled on Destination America happened...
Broke first before...
Weeks.
Oh, yeah, that did break first. Before. Okay.
And TNA would not answer anything about it. The only response they had was, all these wrestling journalists are saying all this stuff that's not true, and we're going to go after them about speaking stuff that's untrue, but...
The guy from Smashing Pumpkins?
Yeah.
Corrigan or whatever?
Yeah, I think he's being swerved too, but...
Probably.
They're saying that come September it's going to be out. So was this a preemptive move by Destination America, since they do have a wrestling audience in, to pick up a cheaper, already syndicated wrestling program they can put on TV for cheap to keep those wrestling fans happy when Impact goes bye-bye?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
That's why you put them on before.
Yeah.
Where does Impact end up landing then?
How many times is it going to move?
Yeah, well, I mean, think about your fan base. You lost Spike TV. You were on Destination America for 6 months,
if that.
Come September, 7-8 months,
hang.
And now you're gone from that. I mean, from a network standpoint, you're already down 2 networks in less than a year. Who would want to buy that?
And one of them's Destination America. So.
Right.
Hey, there's some good shows on that channel.
I know.
Do you know how else am I going to catch up with Bigfoot? Okay.
But I mean, try to pick a network right now. Where would you guys stick?
PBS.
YouTube.
It's free.
If you contribute, if you give us a donation, you get this lovely tote bag.
Hey, isn't channel like 3 or 4? Isn't that still like the
public access?
Public access. Couldn't we put it on that?
Oh boy.
Why don't we go old school and go back to WCW days and throw them on Turner Broadcasting?
So I think they don't want anything.
I think Turner.
they're done with wrestling.
I think Turner is done with wrestling.
Done. They wouldn't even chance it.
I don't think he'd even chance it anymore.
How about TNT?
No,
We love action.
Yeah, but who is Turner's
Both
owner of?
Turners, right?
That's a
They
Turner
both
channel.
own it.
Is it?
I think
that's
so.
a Turner
I think
channel.
TBS and TNT are like the same.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, really, do you know how many Law and Order fans would come unglued if you took off the marathon every day?
Totally.
Could you imagine if both the USA Network and TNT went off the air at the same time? You would never see NCIS again, and you would never see Law and Order again.
It would people would implode.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
That's like the new old people's Matlock, man. They gotta catch it every day.
But let's say that it's not true, that TNA is sticking around and you have both of these wrestling shows. I mean, what a great time to be a wrestling fan. WWE on USA. You're going to have SmackDown on USA. You got New Japan Pro Wrestling on Access TV. House of Hardcore is on the Fight Network.
Did I miss something? SmackDown's coming back to USA?
Yeah. Next year, SmackDown's coming to USA.
So Sci-Fi's getting rid of it, huh?
Yeah. Is it going to be live on?
I haven't heard if that's going to be live or not. I think they're going to keep it on. I don't know if it's Wednesdays or Thursdays or what.
No, they're keeping it on the same day.
They're going to keep it on the same
And
day.
then you got Tough Enough coming at
You got
the
Tough
end of
Enough
the month
coming.
Yeah.
for USA.
That's on USA.
House of Hardcore. You got just all of these
Global
different
Force Wrestling.
Yeah, at some point, it's probably going to get a TV deal. I mean, it's crazy. There's just an insane amount of pro wrestling content on TV. If you're a pro wrestling fan, what a great time to watch this. But it'd be interesting to see the dynamic of Ring of Honor and TNA together.
Yep.
Do you almost do an NXT thing with the way Ring of Honor is and make TNA kind of a top brand? But they're separate companies, and it's not... Ring of Honor belongs to Sinclair stations.
Right.
So this deal is syndicated. So when they film these episodes, you're seeing these episodes aired a week later on Destination America than what you would see if you actually had the Sinclair. So it'd be kind of hard to tie
them together.
Especially with tapings and stuff like that, because I don't know what Ring of Honor's taping schedule is, but Impact Wrestling, I mean, they do like 5 or 6 of them in a period of 2-3 days and throw them on TV.
Right.
Well, I do know Ring of Honor is getting a lot of money, a lot more money than they had before to do production. So I know Destination America's given them quite a bit. So hopefully they're able to switch up their production schedule and maybe make some live specials or something would be pretty cool.
Well, speaking of production, you are the only person who actually was able to watch the debut broadcast of this. I thought I had it recorded on my DVR. It's not there. Frank has been busy. Chris, I think you had the same DVR situation.
Yeah.
Nikos, you actually watched it, and you were not enthused with it.
No, I went into it thinking like it was going to be like a live... Like, I didn't realize it was just going to be
syndicated.
I thought they were going to come out like first episode, like a live special or something. And it was actually a couple matches that I had seen online. I had already read the results of what happened. So when I watched it, I went through it and it was like, okay, I know what's going to happen. But my first initial impression was like JR always complains. The lighting's terrible. Like it looks like a B production value. It's not good. It wasn't good quality compared to like how WWE or even TNA. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how they do it. But it just wasn't a good start for me because I know their numbers were not good.
Oh, really? The numbers weren't exciting for them?
Weren't very good at all.
That's interesting.
Like under 200,000 people.
Oh,
jeez. Like even with TNA, too, I was reading that. It was like, they're about the same. Like 250,000.
And TNA is only pulling in 200,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
On that night.
Ouch.
On Wednesday. Whatever. It was like a huge drop.
I just wonder how much cheaper it is to do Ring of Honor because it's a syndicated show compared to trying to do Impact Wrestling. Yep. I bet you the cost there's at least a 50% difference.
Yeah, but is Destination America doing the production on that, or is that? Yeah, are they doing the production on that?
I think so. I read that Destination America's given them money to increase their production value. So Ring of Honor can actually have good lighting and good cameras and stuff like that.
So you're telling
me TNA is being produced by?
I believe so.
By Destination America.
TNA?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So isn't the lighting compared to the Steen Super Dragon? Is it about that bad?
No. I've only saw like the first 20 seconds of that. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
I actually, matter of fact, before the podcast, went online to Destination America to see if I can watch the show, and you can't.
Okay, I was just literally telling him this before, about an hour before you guys got here. I didn't watch it. I wanted to go to Destination America and see. Actually, first I went to my cable box and went to On Demand and said, okay, Destination America should have an On Demand thing. They don't.
They don't have it as a.
Is it not HD?
No. It's weird to find it because you have to go into. God, it's hard to explain. But there's a group of companies or a group of channels that Destination America falls in under. You have to
Discovery?
click. Yeah, you have to click Discovery, then go to Destination America, then go down from there. It's like a big menu chunk to try and find the damn thing.
Well, like you said, Chris, because I couldn't find it there because I didn't know that, it's hidden within a, subcategory. I went online to destinationamerica.com thinking, okay, they probably have their shows online. And I typed in ROH, nothing. I typed in Ring of Honor, nothing. And I'm thinking, okay, I don't even see a commercial for this. Like, I swear Twitter was like their, hey, guess what? We're on here. We haven't updated our website yet. That's not good.
No.
That's not good. This is a good chance for Ring of Honor to have some publication. It's a good chance for Destination America to promote their wrestling channel or cut their losses if they're canceling Impact Wrestling. But if they're not promoting it enough, it's not going to happen.
No. Well, this probably might be one of those things where you just last minute throw together. Let's put something on there. Maybe might help, boost the numbers for TNA, and just they didn't think about it.
So Ring of Honor, if it cancels, or I'm sorry, if Destination America cancels Impact Wrestling, do you think Impact's done?
No, it'll end up on Sci-Fi.
Think so?
I mean, think about it. Yeah. Where does every bad B movie ever made end up on? Sci-Fi. And that's a bad B movie for wrestling.
But here's the thing. Sci-Fi is a part of NBC, Comcast, Universal. So is USA. Can they do that?
Yeah. They all have their own individual abilities to pick up shows.
But does WWE have something with their contract that's saying you can't
put on anybody else? It's possible.
You can't have any other wrestling program on any of our channels.
That's possible.
Because if that happens, if they do that, I guarantee you WWE is going to turn around and say, you know what? If you're going to have a competitor on your networks and your sister networks, we're going to put WWE Raw and we're going to put WWE SmackDown on our WWE network, and all of your viewers are going to go to WWE Network and they're going to watch it on there instead of watching it on USA.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, Raw's like their highest rated show.
Every week?
Oh, yeah.
Every week.
That's why USA said here 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, they're out doing basketball playoffs and stuff. I mean,
and if TNA does go under, I was reading online as well on these wrestling websites that the WWE is actually interested in a lot of the TNA guys for NXT, so that'd be an option. Those guys, before I read that WWE said no to TNA, but now I'm reading that they're interested actually in AJ Styles.
Wow, I can see
for
that.
NXT, and they're actually open to some of these guys and other promotions coming in.
What about the Thing?
I don't know. I hope
Maybe.
Thing.
The Thumb.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I don't know about him. I think they're more concerned with the younger talents.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think Angle's fine.
The Young Bucks and those guys, and
maybe you're right. Maybe this is why we're seeing, because Samoa Joe actually has a very interesting contract. I guess is they're actually letting him work all these indie dates, which typically you sign a deal with WWE, your indie dates are done, send them back the money, whatever. If they are letting Samoa Joe do this,
he's going to full time though.
Yeah,
WWE,
so maybe that's out the window. But maybe just to kind of put training wheels on it. Okay, we got TNA just went out of business, and we got guys like AJ, we got Bobby Roode, we got Eric Young, and we want them to be on WWE programming, but we don't want them in there for the long haul. We'd like them on NXT to work with our talent. They still want to work with the indies and make their money.
Kind of like Rhino.
Right, yeah. Exactly like Rhino. And start doing deals like that. And it's cool because they don't have to sign them to a long-term contract, and it makes the NXT brand seem that much more exclusive because it's not on national TV, it's on the network, and you can see those guys. I mean, you don't see Rhino running around on WWE main roster. I don't think you will.
But that, I guess my next question is, if you do have TNA go under, and you do have, and let's face it, I mean, if you're saying Ring of Honor is that poor, can they get that quick, that big, or that big, that quick, and change it around? They go under. how long till you do see an NXT on one of the side channels?
But then what do you do for WWE Network?
That's a huge draw.
That's a big staple.
I think I would almost. Well, the pay-per-views are nice, but NXT is awesome. I would almost not get the WWE Network if NXT wasn't on it as an exclusive thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff I really like on there, and they're working on other things to make the WWE Network more appealing. But that is a platform. You want to watch that brand, you have to watch that, or you can get Hulu, but then you're dealing with everything else. That is the main draw. So if they decide to put that on there, I don't know what they would replace it with. Honestly, the less WWE content that is on regular cable channels, the better, because there's just so much of it.
Oh no, I mean, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying is, you have all these other ones go, and they start picking these guys up.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's an NXT or do they come up with a whole new brand to put on another night?
TXN,
something.
Or do they just
WCW bringing that back? I mean,
they just outright buy them?
Yeah.
McMahon could do that.
Oh yeah, he could do it easily.
I mean, if he sees potential in Ring of Honor, then he does more in TNA.
But I think if they went out of business, he gobbles up the wrestlers and creates his own show.
And the libraries.
Yep.
Basically what he did with WCW.
Yeah.